Shamanettes, and welcome to The Beauty Shaman. It is fall 2022, and one of the biggest beauty trends is a strong eyeshadow look. As a woman over 50, this look can go bad very quickly if not done properly. Today, we're going to learn how to do this look using a drugstore eyeshadow kit I recently purchased here in Ecuador where I live. I did this because many of you have requested that I use drugstore products and not my usual higher end products that I can use because I get discounts because I'm a professional makeup artist. But today we are breaking with tradition and we are going to go ahead and go with an inexpensive eyeshadow look. So before we get started, please visit my website at thebeautyShamanstore.com and please sign up for my newsletter while you're there, and also subscribe here on YouTube so I can continue to make great content for you. Let's get going and learn how to do this look. Okay, tight shot of me with no makeup on. All right, so how I'm going to break this up is I'm going to do everything else. I'm going to do foundation, a little bit of bronzer, some blush, eyebrows, everything. And then I'm going to slow it down and do kind of a step-by-step for the smoky eye. I don't want to focus on everything else. And the main portion of the inexpensive makeup is the eyeshadow. Okay, I've bought a really inexpensive eyeshadow here by a brand called Moira. I think that's how you say that, Moira, here in Ecuador. So this is double the price as you would get it online or in the United States because this is shipped over. So that's why they're double the price. And if I had it shipped over to the United States, it would cost me even more. So I went ahead and splurged and got this. So the reason I got this is I wanted to focus on blues and grays, which I don't do very much of that. I have green eyes. I look really good in warm tones. So I haven't really focused on very many of colors like this, which is a lot of charcoal, blue, gray, and there's some reddish, warmer tones here, but I'm really going to focus on the colors that are blue, gray, because many of you have blue eyes or silver hair or even brown eyes that can really wear this, and even green-eyed people can wear this. You'll see that really does make green eyes pop as well. So I think this will be a really fun thing. I've not dipped in here at all. So I have no idea. This might be a little bit funny because it's going to fall quite a bit probably. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it'll be really nice. So we're about to find out. Okay, everything's done except my eyes and my lips, okay? So that was pretty easy. It's pretty basic. Now we're gonna go on to eyes. All right, so to start off with, I'm gonna use one of the darker colors that I'm gonna use all over my lid for more of a smoky-eyed look. It's this one right here. And then I'm gonna blend the upper corners of it so it's a softer look with this color right here, or maybe this one. I'm not sure kind of the kick on either one of these. Like this one might be too dark, I don't know. We'll find out. I'm going to use one of probably this one or this one on my lid. So you get like a little bit of a glitter because I love a little glitter. Can't live without my glitter. And a little bit underneath. So I'm probably going to do this color underneath my eye with probably a little eyeliner underneath as well. Now I've got a few eyeliner pencils here. They are not on the cheap realm. Sorry about that. The eyeshadow is the main cheap beauty that I have. One of these, this is MAC. This is called Auto de Bleu. So it's a lovely deep blue. And then I have a color for my waterline, which is called Marine. Marine, this is Chanel, not cheap at all, but it's waterproof, as is this one actually, but I want to use a little bit brighter color in my waterline, and I'll show you why. Okay, so we're going to take this really dark charcoal, and I'm going to tuck into it, all right? Put it on my lovely brush here, dab it a bit. No idea how this is going to come out, okay? So stay with me. And I'm just going to put this all over my lid. And I'm going to use, oh, it's got a fair bit of kick to it. One point I didn't make in the quick rendition of everything is that I didn't put any concealer on because there's going to be quite a bit of what's called fallout from this. That's pretty normal for most brands, even the cheap ones and the expensive ones. So I'm just putting that all over my lid. Oh, that's coming out nicely. So see, I just slowly work at it. And I'm trying to get it really even. Ooh, but look at that. That looks great. And I'm trying to keep it contained. So many of you do this and you go like this, and then you get it way over there. So we're going to keep it right where I want it, okay? So I'm very slowly just building on this. I think the key for most eyeshadows looks like the smoky eye is to build. So see, I just go over it and over it and over it until I've built it how I want it. So I can get a denser look that way. So that looks nice. Okay, now I'm going to take a different brush because this one's coated. And I'm going to take this brush, which is also a crease brush, but I'm going to put that lighter blue in and we're going to see how this looks. Because I want this edge up in here to be a lot softer, okay? I think it's a little bit too garish. I don't know if I'm gonna like that. I think I might need to go a little bit, I think it's a little too bright. I'm gonna use the softer gray. Remember I had two grays I was gonna try. We're gonna try the softer one here. Oh yeah, that's way better. So I'm just gonna soften up these edges. The trouble with inexpensive makeup is it doesn't blend as well. So if you'll notice, I go over this and it doesn't blend as easily as the pricier brands. And that's the difference, is one blends really well, one doesn't. And that's why doing a smoky eye is a little bit dicey using inexpensive eyeshadow, because you're never really sure if it's gonna blend. But see how much it's made my green eyes pop out. So blue can really bring out, and charcoal can really bring out blue. Okay, I'm gonna use the Marine Chanel color here, and I'm going to go in the waterline. So I don't want to mess up my eyeshadow, so I'm just going to go underneath in the waterline. Because it's waterproof. Really nice. Look at that. Really, really pretty. And I'm going to do this under this line. Sometimes this can be too much on many of you to do the waterline underneath. So I'll let you decide. You're a smart woman. You know, and not a lot of that fell actually, that eyeshadow. I'm kind of impressed with that. I was thinking it was going to be a disaster. I'm going to use the same Chanel color I put in the waterline, and I'm going to do the liner on top. I'm going to pull my eye a teeny bit and put that right between my lashes. This does not need to be perfect because we're going to blend it, but you have to blend it quickly with waterproof. Otherwise, you're stuck with it. I'm going to take a blender brush and run it over the top. Just want that line to be really soft. Just have it blend in with the eyeshadow. But I want around my eye to be really dense. That's the smoky eye. Okay, nice. You can see this outer edge here is kind of choppy. I'm going to work on that here in a minute. So now I'm going to take the MAC color, the Auto du Bleu. So this is a lovely, stronger blue color. So I'm not using the same color I used on top, but I'm going to use it underneath. And I'm going to blend it. So this is going to add that lovely pop of bright blue. Isn't that cute? Really nice. And then I take a thinner brush. I'm just going to blend it a little bit. So it's a little bit not so much of a line look. Pretty. Really looks good. All right, so now I'm going to use one of these bright glittery colors. So, you know, I've got two of them. I've got this one, whoops, this one and this one are both pretty glittery. So I'm going to try the less bright one, the more silver looking one. And oops, I'm going to do, oh, I think that's nice, huh? I'm going to take a Q-tip and use the really super bright glitter and see if I can play with that a little bit in here, or if it's too much. All right, I'm going to do the other eye now, and I'll be back. Okay, so now I have both eyes the same, and as you can see, it looks a little messy because I need to do my concealer and some highlight. So I'm going to use, I used a little bit of this earlier. This is Medium Golden from Amazing Concealer. I really like this brand a lot when it comes to concealer. This actually isn't Non-Toxic Beauty, so this and the Chanel I think are the two that are not. Having said that, I'm going to use this. I used it a little bit on my age spot right there, so now I'm going to use it underneath my eyes. So the way I'm going to do this is with my ring finger, and I'm just going to tap it underneath just to brighten this area. It's slightly lighter than my skin. And if you watch a lot of makeup videos, sometimes women go too light, I think, underneath their eye. It really needs to match your skin or be slightly lighter, and that's it. If you go too light, there's a police horn in the distance there. If you go too light, I think it looks weird and it can really bring out your lines. Now, I've blended this all the way across, but I don't always recommend that because then sometimes it can set in fine lines and wrinkles. So you do what works for you and whatever brand you're using. This one I find doesn't do that. It's really a nice concealer. It really holds up beautifully. I'm going to put a little bit right in the center of my nose, and this just sort of breaks up your nose. Sounds weird, but kind of breaks it up a little bit. Okay, so that's really brightened it up nicely. Now I'm going to use a little bit of a highlighter. This is NARS Creamy Concealer. It's a concealer highlighter in one, and I'm going to use that up in my brow bone. Whoops, I put way too much on. Forgot the stuff is dense. So this is just going to brighten that up. I don't want to put anything shiny up in here. Some of you use shiny bits, but I think I've already got shiny bit on my lid, and the main concentration is my eye. So I don't want to bring attention to my brow bone or to anything else. I also want to make a point that I did a sheer foundation as opposed to a medium coverage or even a full coverage. And the reason for that is that, again, I want the concentration to be on my eye. I don't want to look overly done, and that's why I did that. And then if you need it, you can add a little bit more of a highlight around your eye area if you have some dark circles that aren't going away. You can do concealer and highlight together, and it can make a difference. Okay, I've already put powder on, so I'm just going to take my powder, which is a medium blot powder from MAC, with a brush, and I'm going to just lightly dab around my eye. I don't want to put too much powder. Many of you use powders that are too heavy. You really want to go with a translucent powder. This one is an oil absorber powder, so it doesn't leave hardly anything on the skin. It just absorbs the oil, which I really love. I use this a lot for on-camera talent because I have to go powder them, run off the camera, and have it look like I didn't powder them, like they're just don't have a shine. So that's why this has been one of my go-to products for a long time. All right, I'm going to do a little mascara. I'm going to do Jane Iredale Beyond Lash. So this is a non-toxic clean mascara which does not contain formaldehyde. All of them contain formaldehyde, believe it or not. This also tends to do very dense, thick lashes, which is what I want. If you don't like really thick lashes, I would say this isn't a good one for you, but if you're like me and you love a good lash, whoop, got a little bit flailed there. That's okay. Okay, I'm going to do a little lip. I'm going to do kind of a brownie liner. This is called Nude by Jane Iredale, and I'm going to put it a little bit outside my natural lip line. And this, as long as you don't go too far outside your lip line, it helps your lips look bigger. I'm going to do a peachy lipstick with a little bit of a stronger gloss. This color came out of my kit, so I have no idea what it is. I'll find out and I'll put it down below. All right, a little bit of lip gloss from Merit. Really pretty color. Okay, so this is my blue-gray smoky eye look with a little bit of a peachy lip and a peachy blush. So this is a smoky eye. This is very, very on trend for fall. I hope you enjoyed this. I tried to make it as simple as possible. Really, I only used like 3 different colors in our inexpensive eyeshadow. And actually, I was pretty happy. This came out pretty well. So, you know, not a bad brand if you have this brand near you. Moira, M-O-I-R-A. So not bad. Good product. Not expensive in the United States. Again, pretty expensive here in Ecuador. But in any case, I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Please write any questions, thoughts, anything you have down below. Thanks for watching The Beauty Shaman.